Hello, everyone. This is going to be the remainder of the last 6 signs of the zodiac for September 2021. My name is Vibrations. I haven't been live in a long time, and so I had to go back over the botched beginning of Aries and part 1 of this and realize that there is some buffering and some skipping and some weird glitches here and there, but for the most part, it seems to be working, and it's working way better than it used to at my old apartment before this one. So the internet signal is definitely stronger and better where I am now than where I used to be back then. So you're probably going to see a little buffering every now and then or some glitches, but for the most part, it's coming through. And I'm surprised the volume's actually quite good. And I'm not even wearing a headset or using a microphone at all. So I'm going to be doing the last 6 signs of the zodiac. And this month, because I've had a lot going on recently that I've been having to deal with, which I'm not going to bother you with the details. These are quickies this month, or shorties. So they're not going to be super long, in-depth, super detailed readings like I normally do. I just don't have the energy to, and it's already almost halfway through the month anyway. Hopefully things will get a little bit more stable or calm in my life so that I can actually focus on going back to doing more in-depth readings for next month. All right, so I'm going to start off with Libra. And after I finish these, I feel like I have to burp. I'm sorry. This is the thing about being live, is I can't edit it. So you're just going to have to put up with me being a human being. What was I going to say? I can't remember. Okay, so this is for Libra. And we shall see what comes out for you guys in September. For the rest of September 2021. This is for you if you are a Libra rising, sun, moon, or Venus. All right. Maybe one more shuffle. Libra. I am going to do this real quick first. Okay, hang on one second. I just have to put this near the window so it doesn't fill the room with smoke. All right, Libra, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And as always, you should know this by now. This reading may or may not resonate for you. Or it just may take some time for you to realize how it resonates. 4, 5, 6. Okay. Pardon me, you guys. All right, I'm going to pick one extra one, and then I'll get started. Okay. All right. This one's actually pretty straightforward. So, your central experience for September is Major Arcana, the Fool. This is pretty powerful, Libra. This is amazing. So September, it looks like you're not quite at the Fool just yet It looks like you're going through the process of getting ready to leap into something new. You may have been thinking about this for quite some time, on taking a risk on something, taking a leap into something, trying something completely new with your life, which can be a little scary, especially if you have never done this before or you don't know everything that there is to know about it. I do get it. I mean, obviously, you are supposed to be taking this leap. You are supposed to be taking this risk. It is a good risk for you to take. The old experience is on its way out, and you're in for a completely new experience. And it's okay to not necessarily know what you're doing right now, or to even really have a plan, because when you're completely new to something, even if you have a plan, it's probably not going to play out exactly according to your plan. So that's where you're at. You also have a lot of divine guidance, a lot of protection, a lot of help along the way, a lot of spiritual support with this. You are supposed to be doing this. So your challenge is that you're reluctant to take the leap. You're familiar with a certain way of life, or a certain way of a relationship, or a certain way of your existing situation that you're thinking of leaving or changing or walking away from in order to pursue something completely new. You are emotionally attached still to your past experiences, and it's a scary thing to completely change your life or to completely start a new chapter, a big new chapter. So you've been hesitating. You've probably been going back and forth on this. You've probably had a few moments where you thought you were about to leap and then chickened out at the last minute. It's okay. It's all part of the process, but it definitely seems as though you long for something completely different than what you have, emotionally speaking here. At the root of the reading, you are healing. You've become aware of certain things that hold you back from being able to live your best life, or to even just simply heal things from the past that have held you back. It could be past experiences. It could be ways in which you have been injured, ways in which you have been, I got the word stunted, but ignore that word. It's realizing what has been holding you back. What has been holding you back, and why is it holding you back? Why are you so hesitant? Is it because of things that have gone on in the past, or things you have to heal first so that you can be ready and whole for this new beginning? You should be trusting your own intuition. You should be trusting your own innate wisdom in this matter. You may want to get a reading or go to someone for advice or for a different perspective in a matter that can help awaken or open your mind to other more philosophical ways of looking at this from a greater perspective rather than being in it. This could be a wise friend. This could be an elder in your family. This could be so many different people. You might actually want to go for a healing, whether it's Reiki or acupuncture, or get a massage, or go to a beautiful place where you can have peace of mind because it's peaceful in your surroundings. So you can really look at bridging your dreams and manifesting them down into reality. What is stopping you from being able to do that? And what needs to be healed in order for you to do that? In the past, you've been plodding along patiently. You've been working hard towards some kind of a goal. Things have been rather slow with progress, but there has been progress in the past. There has been progress. It's just not happening as quickly as possibly you would like it to. Or it may be that you have realized that you need some help, or you need some assistance, or you need some advice, or that perhaps there's a better way of doing this than what you have been doing that could speed up the energy a little bit. You may have been spending a lot of your time helping others. And you may be a healer, or you may be a counselor, or you may be a helper healer type of personality that does a lot for other people. But perhaps you're realizing that you have been ignoring your own needs, or you have been ignoring your own spiritual path in order to help others, but that's not healthy, you guys. You need to also focus on what is meaningful for you, what is important to you, what do you need to do for yourself. And also I feel like, I don't know where that came from, but I feel like you use that, I'm so sorry for what's about to come out, but it's what I'm getting. It's not personal, you guys. This is a general reading. I feel like you use other people needing your help as an excuse on why you don't just leap into what you actually want to experience. It may be that you have become a crutch or a inadvertent enabler of other people. And that's only with certain situations. In certain situations, people genuinely really do need help. But this may be something where these people could be encouraged to help themselves, or you could give them the skills that they need in order for them to stand on their own and be able to take care of themselves, where you don't have to take this role anymore. Or you may need help from another helper healer to take hours for you, or to, I got something about overtime. You've been doing this too much, where you need other people to assist in the situation so that you have time off, or so you can take care of your own self. And I got something about you feel as though you are the only one who is able to do the best job, but that's not necessarily true, you guys. I feel like you've been hesitating on taking a risk or a leap into something completely new, but rather than realizing it's up to you, or realizing that you are holding yourself back, instead there's excuses or an inner dialogue here that's like, oh, other people need me too much, or I can't find another person who can do what I do, or it's all about, you're using other people to rationalize why you are not leaping. But you may have recently, because this is your recent past, you may have recently realized this, that you are doing this, and that this is actually holding you back, and you've become aware of it. Okay, so your best possible outcome for your highest good is for you to take a break. You need a vacation. You need to sleep more. You need to time off. You need time to think. You need time to reflect. You may want to go to a beautiful environment if you can, whether it's a park or a garden or a museum or whatever it fulfills that for you, to get your head straight on where you're at, what you want, and also to simply rest your mind. You still have this cup being offered to you. This is the cup that you want. You see that cup in the air that the Fool is looking at? He wants that cup. This woman is looking back, but she has that one cup right there in front of her. And the cup is being offered to you by the universe. Your spirit guides and angels and helpers around you, people around you, are all encouraging you and have your back with going towards this cup that you want. But for some reason you have been hesitating too much, or you haven't been, maybe you're just exhausted. Maybe you just need a break first so that you can gather yourself together and then go after that cup. But I'm kind of getting like this weird feeling of making excuses, or maybe it's not real, but other people need me, or whatever this is. But you need to sleep on it. You need to rest. You need to sleep on it. You need to take care of yourself. Somebody here may be a caretaker. You may be caring for someone and you've been overdoing it. I don't know if some of you are in the health professions, like if you're a doctor or a nurse, especially nurse, or a midwife or a counselor or something like that, but you've been working too much and you need to take care of yourself, or you need to sleep so that you can gather your energy back, so that you can start something completely new, or go after something that you want, or to be brave enough to seize it, because it seems as though it's right there. And in the future, you have the Six of Pentacles. If you've been hesitating on taking this risk or this leap because of money, like I don't have enough money, or I need more money in order to do that, or I don't know, maybe what you have existing already that's been exhausting you brings in a certain amount of money, and you're worried that if you began something completely new, that it may not bring in the amount of money that you're used to getting. Or perhaps you need funding, or you need extra money in order to plan for this new thing. The good news here is that in the future, you're going to get it. So this could be a gift. This could be a grant. This could be an inheritance, or somebody investing in you, or choosing to invest in a situation. But you will receive the money that you need, or whatever tools you need to get started with something where you can start planning. So don't worry about that part of it if that's the only thing that's stopping you. And you can also count on equality here, on what you give out, you get back, or where there's an equal exchange here. You don't have to worry about having your energy or money or time taken from you without getting much in return. It looks as though in the future things are very fair and balanced. Okay, is there anything else that they should know? Whoa, I was not expecting that. Is someone here trying to get out of a situation? You may need legal help. That came out of the blue. I was not expecting that. Do you need to heal? Do you need to be brave and take a risk because you need to get away from something? Possibly a past abusive partner, or abusive somebody that is still hanging around, or is still interfering with you or your energy. Or this could be a bad boss at work, or somebody interfering with your energy and keeping you from being able to do what you want. You may need legal help. You may need to get a lawyer. You may need to get a counsel. You may need to go to mediation. You may need to look into the laws. You may need to, this could even be a contract for someone that you're trying to get out of. But I see you being able to get out of it. I see you receiving help. I see you getting the information that you need, or finding the loopholes that you need to find in order to get out of whatever this is. I feel as though somebody here has gotten away with something for way too long, but it looks like somebody's about to get caught. I don't know if this is something where someone's been stealing from work, or I don't know what this is, but the good news here is that you will be free. And you have the assistance that you need. You also have it in you to be that voice of reason, or to cut cords if you need to, or to say no, or to just cut this person off completely. Okay, let me see. Is there a remedy for them or something that they can focus on to help them overcome inertia? You need to go now, ASAP, as soon as possible, because if you don't, it's going to crumble. And it's going to be a lot worse than if you just left now. I don't know who this is for, but that came out really loud and clear. You are trying to leave some kind of a situation. You've been hesitating, but you need to do it now, like as soon as possible. If you hesitate, if you continue to hesitate, if you continue to not change or not take a risk or a leap, it's going to end up in disaster anyway. So you might as well get out now while you can. The universe is going to rip this away from you. And ultimately, the tower is a good thing, you guys. The tower is the crumbling of an unsound structure that you have outgrown and has become outdated, and it's not good for you anymore. And you know that. But whenever a person stagnates, or they hesitate for too long, or they hold on to a situation that isn't for them, eventually the universe takes it away for you. And when that happens, it's a lot more dramatic and a lot more chaotic than if you had just done it on your own earlier. So as intense as the tower is, as what's helping you, this is what's helping you, is you need to do this now. Okay. Let's do Scorpio. I wish you all the best with that, by the way. Okay. Scorpio. Scorpio rising, sun, moon, Venus for September 2021. What's going on with Scorpio? One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, you guys. All right. Ooh, nice, you guys. This is actually really nice. Okay. I'm going to pick a couple more and then I'll show you. I just felt a huge surge of relief right then, and gratitude too. All right. I think instead of showing these to you directly one at a time, I'm just going to show them to you all at once, put them back down, just channel what I get, because I'm getting a jumble of different things and it helps me to look at all of it together. So your central experience for September is the Eight of Wands. Your challenge is the Six of Swords. At the root of the matter is the Ace of Wands. In the recent past, there's the Four of Swords. Your best possible outcome is Major Arcana, the Chariot, with the Ace of Cups. You have two aces in here. One at the best possible outcome, one at the root of the reading. And in the future, you have the Knight of Wands with the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so I'm just going to look at it. What I see is that opportunities and new ideas, new opportunities, new help, new things are speeding into your life. Things are rapidly changing. Things are rapidly moving. Things are rapidly happening. There's no time to process right now. At least if things have been stagnant in the past, they are moving now, and they're moving so rapidly. You need to actually work really hard to stay grounded and calm, because you're getting hit with so many things from so many different angles. It would be very easy to become ungrounded or completely overwhelmed by the amount of change that's happening right now and the speed in which things are moving. You may have been having a really hard time moving on from the past or past experiences, or a past experience that you're still in. And you have been longing for a long time to get out of it and to move on and to experience something completely different, which is these aces here. But it felt like every time you started to move forward, something would happen to stop you, or somehow you feel as though you couldn't move forward, or you couldn't shift into the new reality yet. Or you've been wanting the past burdens to be over and done with so that you can move on to a beautiful, more peaceful future. But for some reason, it's been horrendously delayed. Or you've been wanting to get out of a situation, but you weren't sure how. Or you've been wanting to move to a new location, but you just couldn't. Who knows, maybe for legal reasons, for monetary reasons, for lots of different reasons. But it looks like you can't do that anymore. You can't do that anymore. That is no longer a possibility. And things are happening whether you want things to happen. You want the new beginning to happen. You want to move forward. And now it's almost like you have this internal tension that says, now is the time. I can't delay this any longer. I have to do this now. And the universe may actually present you with a tool right now that says, this is your way out, or this is what you have needed all this time. This is the impetus, or this is your tool, or this is what you needed in order to move forward. Here you go. Just do it now. And you have hit a moment recently where you just became so exhausted that you couldn't really function anymore, and you needed to sleep or get away from people, get away from situations, to just try to relax, sleep, rest, recuperate. Maybe you became so exhausted that you couldn't really do anything. And if you've taken care of yourself well, and if you have made an effort to rest, then you have enough energy now to be able to move with the movement of things. Your best possible outcome. I don't know why, but there's new love in here that you weren't expecting at all, or even wishing for, or you gave up on it, or gave up on the possibility of it right now because there's so much happening. But it looks like you have two things happen at once. You have new love or some new feeling of joy come in right at the very moment when you start to move. And it may be that before you didn't have a vehicle, or you didn't have a way, a tool or a vehicle or a way out. But for someone here, you might be getting a car that you just absolutely love. And or something shows up for you that's external to help you out, or to help you get away, or to help you to move forward, or to help you to move. And I feel like you weren't expecting this, and it just blows you away. Interesting. So in the future, I see travel in here for sure. There's luck happening in the future. You're not going to let anything stop you. So you're willing to battle if you need to, or willing to confront things if you need to. You may have been silent in the past because you felt like it wasn't going to do anything if you said anything. But now you are able to say what needs to be said, and something will come out of it. Or there's some kind of opportunity headed your way that enables you to be able to move forward, or to see action happen for the better in your life. That's probably the best one so far for anyone for September. I don't even feel like I need to pick any more, honestly. Okay, so next is Sagittarius. Sagittarius, rising sun, moon, or Venus for September 2021. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. There it is. Funny. I suppose, Scorpio and Sagittarius are right next to each other. So there's a lot of Scorpios that have planets in Sagittarius. There's a lot of Sagittarians that have planets in Scorpio. This is definitely different from the Scorpio one, though. Let's see. Okay, let me pick one more. Okay, all right. This one also has 2 aces. Okay. Your central experience for September is the same that Scorpio got. You have the 8 of Wands. So there's a lot of speed happening now. You may actually be trying to travel, or people are traveling to where you are to see you, or there's a lot up in the air. There's a lot happening all at once very quickly. And again, same message of make sure that you're grounding yourself, because it's easy to become distracted, to become confused, to become overwhelmed when there's this much movement all happening at once very quickly. And your challenge is the Chariot. So again, there might be issues with a car. Maybe you need to get a car fixed, or you're not sure what direction to go in. Maybe you have a lot of different options, or you have a lot of different things actions that you could take. You may not be clear, or you may be struggling with a lack of clarity on what direction to go in, what to go with, what to do, where to go, what your goals actually are, or if you actually do it, or get yourself there, or car troubles, vehicle problems, delays with trips, or delays with travel, not feeling centered completely with, it's hard to come up with that word sometimes. It's like a feeling of inertia, or uncertainty. Not doubting yourself on whether or not your intuition is giving you the correct information. Maybe you're doubting your intuition concerning your own internal compass on what to do, what direction to go in, kind of that gut instinct that kind of lets you know where to gravitate towards. There's what's that word? A lack of a sense of direction. If you're hiking out in the woods, some people have a really good sense of direction where they can kind of find their way back to where they started from, or they can tell internally where north is, where south is, know what direction they're going. And other people become disoriented and lost easily. Like some people get lost easily when they're driving, or when they're hiking, they get lost easily. Normally you have a really good internal compass and a really good sense of where you're going or what direction to go in. But for some reason in September, there's so much happening, or there's so many different things happening, that it's almost like you blank out on what direction you're going in, or you become confused on what direction you're actually in. Okay. At the root of the reading, you have the Queen of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. Somebody in here, I'm getting that you've been in a long-standing relationship where you cohabitate together, like you live together, you have an existing reality together. But even though you still love them and you still value them, the relationship has become way, way, way too stagnant with what you do, your routine. Like there's always the same routines, always the same things every day. Maybe this is a person that you love, but this person is very habit oriented, where they like having habits. They eat the same cereal every morning. They go on the same walk to the same place every day, or you feel as though you can't talk to them about this, or when you try to, they shut you down, or they make you feel like you're being overly critical. Something in the house smells. There's something going on with the house. I don't know if it's with the walls. There's like mice dying in the walls, or there's something about the structure of your home that where there's something happening. You need to get checked out right away before it's too late. You may have just recently started smelling it or sensing it. Maybe it's a slow leak with, like, I don't want to freak anyone out here, but that's what I'm getting for someone. It might be like mold growing inside the walls, or mice dying in the walls and you can smell it, or I don't know. Okay, let me pick a remedy with that, or more information on that I can give you. It might be that you want to leave and you don't really want to be in this relationship anymore, or it's become toxic for you, or it doesn't sit right with you. You need adventure, you need travel, you need to experience new things. And this person, even though they're a good person, just seems way too stagnant for you, where you're starting to feel trapped and like you can't go anywhere. You can't. Let me see. Okay. For someone here, the love may be gone in the even though you love them, you're not in love with them anymore. It may be that you're starting to have a wanderlust to, like, experience romance, love, adventure somewhere else, or you want to go travel, you want to go have adventures, but it's almost like this person wants you to stay with them, and you are not being encouraged to do what you need to do for yourself. Instead, it's almost like they're trying to hold you back. I don't know if it's through being guilt tripped, or if it's somehow related with money somehow. They want control. They might have jealousy issues, where if you go out, they suspect you of doing weird things when really you're just going out. This has been bothering you. So in the past, recent past, yeah, there's hey, Ozzy, no. Major Arcana, the Tower, with the Ace of Pentacles. You have two aces in this reading. You are ready for a new beginning. You have probably unnecessarily been staying too long, or felt trapped in a situation that you've been wanting to get out of. You may have recently realized that if you don't get out of it, then it's going to crumble anyway, or you can sense something in the future that you're trying to avoid now, by doing something about it now, or by initiating this new beginning now, before it gets that bad. And if this is something to do with an object you have, or a home that you live in, you need to take care of that leak or that thing that you're smelling, or before it gets really, really bad. You need to deal with it now. You may need to get together the finances that you need in order to have it inspected or fixed or dealt with, or you may just be willing, you don't even want the house anymore and you want to be somewhere else. You may choose to sell the house or move if it's a rental. But if you're selling a house, you need to get that fixed anyway, because that's going to decrease the value of your home, and you're not going to make as much money off of it if you actually fix this problem now before you sell it. You want to be in a different place than where you are now. Okay, your best possible outcome. This could also have to do with a job, you guys. It doesn't have to necessarily be a relationship thing. Your best possible outcome is the Ace of Wands with the 8 of Pentacles and the 10 of Wands. So yeah, you're done. You can't do this anymore. This is like drudgery, too much on your plate, being held back, being weighed down, drudgery, doing the same thing every single day. Just everything seems like it's been so much harder than it needs to be. And like every time you take a step forward, there's a bunch of steps back, or like there's things in the way. But the good news here is that your best possible outcome is the Ace of Wands. So you just need to do it. You just need to be brave and take the risk and start in that direction now, or to do something now, to take one of these opportunities. One of the reasons on why all of a sudden your internal sense of direction seems to be skewed may be because you've been overworking yourself and you're too exhausted to really have that internal compass working right now. So it's important for you to, I'm not getting sleep in here. I'm not getting that you're having sleep problems. I'm getting more that you just need to be outside in nature with like creeks or water or rivers or oceans, or just be in a beautiful environment where you can just hang out with nature. And that will help you to recenter yourself, where you will be able to identify which one of these wands you go for, or what action step you take out of these many action steps you could take in the future. You have the 10 of Cups with the Emperor. I'm sensing for someone here, you are not on letting go of this person. This person means a lot to you. This Queen of Pentacles is reminding me of this Emperor here. A very grounded, earthy, practical person. For somebody watching, they may actually provide most of the money in the relationship or the security in the relationship, where if you left this relationship, you wouldn't really have much because they provide a lot of that, even if it's just energetic. But I'm sensing for some of you, if this is a relationship, you're not willing on giving up on the person. You would much rather see them move with you, or evolve with you, or go have adventures with you, or leave the house with you. I don't know if someone here is married to someone or in a long-term relationship with someone who has like a mild version of agoraphobia, where they're afraid to leave the house, or they would rather stay at home than go out. For some of you, if this is a relationship thing, you're over it and you're ready to just go. And there is no love there anymore. For some of you, there is a lot of love there and you're not willing on just completely giving up on them. You want to possibly, for someone, go to marriage counseling, or enroll yourselves in a dancing class, or some kind of workshop, or go on a vacation, or do something. That all that aside, I'm also getting something about if you need help from authority figures or a system, you will receive it now. You may have had situations in the past where you needed help, or you needed advice, or you needed support, and the system may have worked against you. But I'm seeing in here a distinct message that now is the time. It's okay, because now you actually will have authority figures work in your favor. Or you become incredibly happy because you're promoted to some kind of a position where you're able to fully exercise yourself, or exercise your skills instead of drudgery, where you can be a boss, where you can have your own business, where you can actually utilize your fullest skills that you have. I feel like perhaps some of you have been in work situations where you are way overqualified for what you've been doing. And you may have some breakthrough happen or opportunity to seize, where you would be able to finally have something where you're not working for someone else, you're working for yourself, or you're able to actually utilize your skills. If you need a document signed, or if you need approval from some kind of system or authority figure in order to go do what you want to do or move somewhere, you will get it. Interesting. Is there anything else that Sagittarius should know? Or an old teacher or an old mentor hands you an amazing opportunity because they know you can do it. Or this could be new love with someone that is very put together or very adult, very mature. Or it could be for someone here that you wanted to marry, or you wanted the relationship to get more stable or committed, I guess. And either you or someone else wasn't sure if they really wanted to do that, but it looks as though somebody here is not willing to let go of someone else, and they're willing to upgrade their relationship in order to keep it. But that wouldn't be the only reason why they'd be doing that. They are doing that because there's genuine love and happiness there. So, yeah, that was a jumble of different messages for different people. Let's see. Don't give up. Don't give up. Keep on going. Even though things are hard, there's a lot of obstacles in your path, a lot of things that need to be addressed, a lot of things that need to be dealt with. Don't give up. And stay out of the drama. Don't engage with fighting. Don't engage with gossip. Don't engage with what other people think. Don't engage. Obviously, this man holding the wand is much more mature and much more capable of handling difficulty than these folks right here. These folks are just, yeah, stay out of the fray. Don't get involved. You're above that. Just stay focused on what you're doing. Fend off energy if you need to, but don't engage in it. So, all right. So next is Capricorn. I'm just going to take a moment to mention how much I love Capricorn people. I really do. I really appreciate them. Every sign has its positive and negative traits. I've definitely encountered Capricorns in my life that I really didn't care for, but just in general, I really appreciate Capricorns a lot. They're very no nonsense, very practical. Oh, hey, look, the first person to say something. Hey. All right. Let's see. So this is for Capricorn rising, sun, moon, and Venus for September 2021. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you must be a subscriber if you're talking on here. I said it for only people who are subscribed. Thank you for subscribing to me and watching me. I really appreciate it. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, okay, this is a mixed bag of a reading. So, all right, I want to pick a couple of cards and then I'll show you. Capricorn moon, yeah. I'm the other difficult moon. Capricorn moons are its detriment, yeah, because Cancer moon is its dignity. So Capricorn moon is supposed to like be one of the more difficult moon signs. I'm the other one, which is its fall, a Scorpio moon. But from my experience, just because they're considered difficult moons, I actually think they have a lot more wisdom and they have a lot more to gain from experience than possibly other moon signs. Okay. Here we go. Let's. Okay. Whew. All right. And then. Perfect. I just want to pick one or two more. There we go. Okay. Full moon, baby. That's pretty powerful. Okay, here we go. This is much better than what I originally started off with. Talk about stark contrast. So your central energy for September is a total flip from feelings of powerlessness, feeling trapped, not seeing what's available to you, feeling stuck, not sure if you'll ever get out of whatever this is, to complete victory. So I don't know what exactly happens. It'll probably come out in the rest of the reading, but this looks like at the very depths of despair, at that moment when you think you're going to be done for, there's a total flip and you have extreme success and you're able to escape or prevail, or whatever has been stopping you is no longer able to stop you anymore. Even if that's just an internal thing in your own head. So everyone's is the energies right now are really intense, and they have been. As a reader, I think it was 2 months ago or 3 months ago, I had more people calling me every day in crisis, begging me for help than I've ever had before. And I've been a reader for, I've been a reader for 18 years now. So I don't know. I know that there's a lot going on, a lot of retrogrades and a lot of intense stuff with the outer planets, but it's been really rough for a lot of people. But actually, this is a miracle. This is a miracle. Not everyone has this. Whatever you've been struggling with, it seems like in September, it's gone, or it's lifted away, or you overcome it. So, or you prevail. Your challenge is the Ace of Wands. You want a new beginning. You want a new path of action. You're ready to get going, but for whatever reasons, it's slightly delayed, or it's delayed for now. And you're possibly feeling extremely frustrated, like you can't get out of something or you can't do anything. Her hands are bound. She has a blindfold on. Her whole entire body is tied up. She obviously can't move very well. But keep in mind that this came with it. And so this may be a temporary setback or something that is making you feel intensely frustrated and making you wonder if you'll make it. But it looks as though something prevails here, and this will be taken away, or this frustration will be taken away, and you'll be able to take action. Or something will present itself to you, but it may be slightly delayed. And at your root, is someone here a mechanic? There's the Chariot with the Eight of Pentacles. You've been working really, really hard, plodding along, trying to possibly fix something. I don't know if this is fixing a vehicle, like fixing a car, or working really hard in order to save up the money to buy a new car, or working really hard towards goals on getting yourself someplace. I don't know if this is relocating, moving to a new environment, getting up the savings to improve something where you have a better tools, a better vehicle, better something that functions a lot better. You definitely seem driven, like you know what you want, you know what direction to go in. It's just I'm getting a strong sense of impatience because you've had to be patient for way too long. Okay. In the recent past, there's the Two of Cups. So there's some kind of love here, or you're longing for it, or you've recently met someone. If this is a relationship thing, you have recently met someone that feels like a soulmate. This seems new to me, like this is a new person or a new connection. And this type of bond is the type of bond that feels like they are your best friend, where you feel completely comfortable with them, where you can truly be yourself and not hold anything back. You may be wanting to pursue this person or a relationship, but for some reason, maybe they're away. Maybe they're dealing with something. Maybe they're in the middle of something, or there's like a distance involved where you need to move to where they are, or they need to move to where you are, but don't forget, or something to do with the like the bond is there and the friendship is there, but it may not have become physical yet. And this may be frustrating because you feel so strongly about them. But it looks as though you have success. Or they arrive if you've been wishing for them to come. All right. So your best possible outcome. That's what that was about. Is this, this could obviously be a woman or a man or both for multiple people, but they may be a fire sign or a Leo, or they have very warm, creative, strong energy to them. But this looks like you've been waiting for a long time, or you felt stuck where you're at, or you're waiting for some kind of communication. It looks like the communication comes. You hear from them, or the solution that you've been searching for finally comes, where you're able to act. If this King of Wands is a fire sign that you've been connecting with, there is success that comes from this out of difficulty where perhaps you thought it wasn't even possible. Or you were starting to wonder if something was impossible. And you were waiting and working and having to be patient. But it looks as though there's some kind of breakthrough here. If this is not about relationships for someone, this could be an ideal business partnership too. This could be you've been needing help with a certain area of work or business or something that you are doing, or some goal you have where you need somebody else's expertise with a certain area of it, and your thing can't move forward unless you get that because you can't do it. And if that's the case for someone, it looks as though you find the perfect person who is able to do that, and then things are fully moving forward. In the future, okay, I'm going to pick one more to go with that. Okay, I get it. Whether this is romantic or business or something to do with a goal that you're trying to achieve, doing it on your own is not going to work. It's too much. You need help. You need equality. You need input. You need somebody else or other people involved in this with you. And if you do that, or receive help that you need, if you do that, you're off to a really good start. You have 2 aces in here. It's like for someone who is involved in love stuff, it could be that you really, really feel a passion for someone, but nothing physical has really happened, even though there's a bond there. It looks like they're able to see you or you're able to see them. You both have the other person has the realization that they really do want this with you. And then it actually becomes like a title of "We are together now," or "This is the beginning of our relationship. We are together." Or something that was just an idea. You have 3 aces. Something that was just an idea before, that somehow you've been frustrated or bound from being able to act on it, ends up actually happening in the 3D and becomes something that could be added to and grow over time. And if you have been the one who is reluctant to pursue someone, or you automatically go into some kind of thinking like they would never pursue me, or I shouldn't let them know how I feel because they wouldn't want me anyway, or whatever that is, it's coming from the past. And this could also be simply just from like a emotional thing about asking for help, or asking for other people to give their input or to share certain things with you. You have become overly crystallized in the idea that you have to shoulder all this on your own, or that if you're in a relationship, you're the one doing all the work. You're the one who's providing everything. They are more of like, it's sort of a parent-child kind of vibration than an equal partnership. And this could also be with business partnerships or people you work with, where you always end up with the bulk of the work somehow, or you end up having to be the responsible one, or it's just too much and you're tired of shouldering things on your own. It might be that this has happened so many times in the past that it's become a belief in your own mind. But you will have success, because from now into the future, that will no longer be the case. You'll be attracting people, business partnerships, relationships, alliances, where they automatically believe in equal give and take, where you will be able to support one another. There is no imbalance in this relationship, whatever the relationship is. If you need funding to get started with something, where you're tired of drudgery and you really just want to move forward towards some kind of goal, it looks like you'll have, if you've been needing funding or if you've been needing to come up with the money, it seems as though it's gifted to you, or you get a grant, or it comes out of nowhere and you're able to invest that money or that energy or time into something that you've always wanted to do, that perhaps before you thought you couldn't. So I used to answer people's personal questions on live streams before, but it takes so much of my energy and time to do that I can't do that anymore unless I felt like I had the extra time or energy to do it. So I'm going to say no this once. I'm sorry. I've been going through a lot myself and I'm really tired. And so maybe financial situation after September. I'll pick one card. But once you do it for one person, then everyone wants you to do it, and it makes these live readings go way longer. As far as your financial situation, and this could be true for a lot of Capricorns, not just you, or Capricorn moons, it's crunch time with karma right now, where you're at the very end of an old long-term karmic cycle, and you're about to embark in a completely new reality. And so the finances are crunched along with everything else right now. But I see a huge, it's almost, I got a feeling, I got the sound, okay, I got a popping sound, like something gets constricted to the point where it just pops. And so, to be honest, if I have to be honest with you, I get like a squeezing. You're not sure if you're going to make it. And then all of a sudden, boom, it just pops, and that constriction will no longer be able to happen. I'm getting like mid-October all the way into November is when when the constriction starts to break apart, and then your financial situation should improve. But part of this has something to do with, it's hard to articulate. It's like, things that you were taught and things that restrictions you put on yourself. But like I said, it's going to pop, which is a good thing, even though it's dramatic. And you get so squeezed that you feel like you're not even really able to breathe. But it's going to pop, which means it'll improve after that. And whatever karmic thing that has to do with shouldering everything on your own, that needs to pop too in order for your financial situation to improve. But I feel like you've been doing things on your own for so long that you can't even comprehend what it would be like to have support on a certain level, whether it's mental, emotional, physical, spiritual. But that is about to pop. You can't do that anymore. And you're going to be drawing in situations and people in the future where there's an equal give and take and equal support. All right. So next is Aquarius. I wish you all the best with all that. Okay. Aquarius, rising sun, moon, Venus for September 2021. What's going on with Aquarius in September? Okay. One, two, three, four, 5, 6. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Same to you too. Well, one good thing is that Jupiter is retrograding back into Capricorn again. So whatever fortune was supposed to happen before that didn't has another chance to come in. All right, Aquarius, gosh. All right, Aquarius, you're going through something here. I'm going to do things differently from how I normally do it. I'm going to read you Aquarius with this the way that it is, and then I'm going to pick the clarifiers and see what I get after that. I feel like for some odd reason you need to hear it the way that it is now before I pick remedies. So here we go. I'm just going to show them all to you, and then I'm going to lay them back down and tell you what I see. Your central experience for September is the 5 of Swords. Your challenge is the 6 of Pentacles. At the root of the reading is the 8 of Swords. Geez, Capricorn, you thought you had it bad? This is like way more difficult in a certain way. The 8 of Swords. In the recent past, there's the 4 of Swords. Your best possible outcome is the Knight of Swords. And in the future, you have the 8 of Cups. I need to situate myself for a minute. Okay, for someone here, I'm seeing that you feel trapped, possibly because of finances, to someone who's an abusive partner. And there's possibly been some power and control dynamics where you just want peace, and the other person is so combative that you can't win in an argument, or you can't win with any. This person feels like a narcissist to me. And I mean, I suppose this doesn't even have to do with a marriage or a relationship. This could be a job that you're trapped in, or a legal situation that you're trapped in, or could be a home family situation that you're trapped in, or a relationship, as in a romantic relationship. But it looks like it's taken energy from you, where you are no longer the person that you used to be. And it may have happened slowly over time, where it's like water dripping on a rock, where you don't really notice it until years later, when you realize how much you've changed for the worse in a certain way, because you feel as though you can't speak, because anything you say, it gets turned against you, or you get gaslighted, or you rely on them for money, or it's gotten so entwined that it's hard to get out of it. But I feel as though you've realized that you need to get out of it, and you may not feel that you are financially capable of getting out of it right now. And so you've been holding your tongue and trying to not engage. But what that's doing is it's turning you into a person on the inside that you don't want to be, and it makes you feel like you can't be yourself. In the past, you may have actually gotten sick because of this. Or you may feel trapped in a certain situation because you've had some kind of an injury, and the person who is helping you or taking care of you is actually kind of abusive. And it's affecting your dreams or your sleep. But what I'm getting here is that you can't be silent any longer. It's almost like something has taken you over, and you're starting to fight back and say things back, or to bluntly say what your boundaries are, and you don't really care about the consequences anymore. Or you've been driven to a point where you have to for your own sanity, speak back, or to call them out, or to say what your boundaries are. But the best thing in the future is that you will be able to leave, or you will be able to get out of it. A lot of what makes you feel trapped in this is actually your own mind. There's always a way out. Well, I don't know about that. Sometimes when it's legal, you would have to pay a lawyer. You would have to go through like a whole legal thing in order to get out of it. But there's always got to be something that can help you, or something you can create to help your way out of it. But to me, because of all the swords, it feels like a form of mind control, honestly, where actually there is a way out. It's just that you're not seeing it, or you don't know how to do it, but you're ready to do it now. You're at a point now where it's become so difficult that you have to leave, or you have to go, or you have to change. And so that's the initial thing. Let me pick the remedies and clarifiers now, and we'll see how this shifts. Yeah, see? Your wishes will be granted. You have to focus on the positive. You have to believe that the universe, forces in the universe, friends, people you know, that you have it in you to have what you truly long for. And this is not what you truly long for. You will have luck this time around. You will not be sabotaged. There is a way out. There is a way to change for the better, and it's right in front of you. The more you speak up, the more you don't care, and you just do what you need to do, or say what you need to say, you will see direct results from that process. Something may take you by surprise on a tool that you need, or something that you need in order to get out, so that you can live the life that you actually really want to live. And hey, bud, how are you? Don't worry, bud, I'm almost done, and then we'll go out for a walk, okay? Would you like to go out on a walk in a little bit? Yeah. And not only that, if you've been damaged by this situation, you are not damaged for good, because you have a real relationship coming in the future. You may actually even have some kind of a bond with someone now that you already know. This could be a twin flame, scrap twin flame. I'm getting a really good, really strong partnership with a soulmate. This is not a twin flame. Sometimes I actually personally think that soulmates are better than twin flames. Myself and other people who have encountered twin flames or false twin flames, it's rocky, it's difficult. There's a lot of running and chasing and problems and obstacles. And you, after all of this mess that you've been stuck in, you don't need that. You need someone that you can really count on to be there. And this person that either you already know or that is coming in the future just feels like a healing balm on your heart. And together you can create lots and lots of luck and good fortune. And if you need a safe place to be, or if you need a foundation, or if you need a location or a place to go where you have support, you have it. And let's do one more for the future. Right now you're confused. But it's like you just can't even take it anymore. So staying in it isn't an option anymore. It's like a fire has come up inside of you. This person in the future Seems like a fire sign or possibly a Leo, a very warm-hearted kind of a person where you can express your heart. Look at that. There is hope. There is positivity. The universe is looking out after you. It feels to me as if you have fallen ill in the past because of this, and you are no longer as strong as you used to be, like either physically but you have support and you have massive amounts of spiritual forces that are pouring luck and faith and positivity all over you. So you are not stuck in this alone, and there is a way out, and you will be able to do it, and you will have good fortune if you do so. And staying in it is no longer an option. That felt really specific for someone. It might be going on for a couple of different Aquariuses, but that almost feels like it's a personal reading for someone. So, last sign, my dear Pisces. My dear Pisces. Let's see what's going on for you in September 2021. And this is for Pisces rising, sun, moon, or Venus for September 2021. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Yay! Finally. I think Scorpio had the other reading that was like really nice. Okay. Okay. Oh, what a nice note to end this whole thing on. If it was going to be a difficult one, it's always weird to do the last one, have the last thing be difficult. This is a good reading to end the whole live stream on. Okay. Pisces. Your central experience for September is Major Arcana, the Wheel of Fortune. This has been a long time coming, I'm getting. You almost gave up on it. But you have great good fortune coming in. There's blessings on the way if they aren't already coming in now. And your situation is about to improve for the better. You're in for an upcycle of the wheel. Whatever is detrimental to you being able to move forward will just naturally fly away or will naturally fall away. I see a lot of movement and a lot of luck and a lot of love actually in the future for you. And it's starting to roll now, but I feel like this is a long-term fortunate cycle that's coming in that will be for at least 1 year. So this is just the beginning. There may be major changes in the future that you don't see coming yet. Just know that you don't need to know everything, and that the things that will be surprises will be extremely fortunate surprises. not difficult surprises. Your challenge. I'm seeing in here that you're in love or you've fallen in love with someone. This seems new, like a new relationship or a new person, but it could be a long-term partner for someone. But it looks like you're waiting on some kind of a happy event or a vacation or something fun that you guys have planned together. There may be some temporary delays in the matter. For someone, this can also be wanting to have a baby where your partner and yourself have been trying for a long time and nothing has been happening, but don't give up hope. It seems like a baby is on the way if that's what you want. But I am getting something in here about a wedding or a vacation, a get-together, some kind of family celebration or a baby shower or some kind of celebration, or finally going someplace that you haven't been in a very long time that you absolutely love going to, or going to a place with either a new love interest that you're getting to know, or a new relationship, or even a long-standing relationship where you've planned this for quite some time. You're going someplace special together and it's a matter of time. There may be something that happens that makes you worried that you'll have to cancel your plans, or that it will be delayed, or that there'll be complications, but I wouldn't worry about it too much. Just try to stay positive. If you've been feeling as though your partner or this new person hasn't been giving you the romance that you need, or saying the loving words that you need to hear, or just simply hasn't had enough time for you, it feels as though that's going to be changing in the near future. I feel for someone that it's not because they don't love you. It's simply because they've been extremely busy or they're just tired. But that doesn't mean that you won't have a renewal of that in the near future. So at the root of the reading is the Six of Swords. So yes, I see journeys in here. I see a trip, maybe even by boat or on the water somehow. Maybe this is a cruise, or not a cruise. Going someplace where there's water, or ferry rides somewhere along the shore, or a big lake, or you're ready to go someplace. I feel like you're tired of being where you are and you need a change. And if there have been very hard times that you're coming away from, you're definitely going away from them. You're definitely on your way. You are moving forward away from troubled waters. I see your future dramatically improving for the better. As far as I feel as though you've been in some kind of long-term situation where you weren't able to do the things that you loved, or there was some kind of hardship that you had to deal with over a long period of time, but it looks as though you're on your way out. Or you're able to find peace in some kind of a situation where there was a lot of arguments or a lot of differing opinions or conflict in general. You're moving away from conflict. So in the recent past, you have the Ace of Cups. This looks like new love to me, or a new feeling in your heart that makes you feel like things are definitely getting better, or you feel a resurgence of magic in your life. You feel like something is happening for the better. You may find a love of your life, or a baby is being born, or you find out you're going to have a baby if you've always wanted one and were having fertility problems. Or for someone who's older, this could even be finding out that you're about to be a grandparent and that your grown child is finding out that they're having a baby. This is good news, whatever this is, and you've already received it. You've already recently received good news that something is changing for the better. There's a new situation coming in that is full of joy, and happiness, and you have something to look forward to. You have something to celebrate here, for sure. Or someone is happy for their grown child because their grown child finally found the love of their life and is able to be in a relationship that's healthy and that just fills you with joy. There's some kind of magic that's pouring in slowly. So your best possible outcome is the Six of Wands. You will be successful. You will have success with whatever it is that you've been striving towards. If you've been planning some kind of a trip or an event or a celebration, it will go well. There won't be any complications. You'll be able to arrive there. Whatever you've been striving for all this time, it seems as though it happens, or you have a breakthrough and you will be successful with what you set out to do. In the future, you have 3 cards. You have the Seven of Pentacles, the King of Cups, and the Three of Cups. So for someone here, if you have recently met someone that you have strong feelings for and you've been waiting for an opportunity for you to do something special together, it looks as though it will happen. You will be able to get to know them better, possibly go do fun things together, go someplace with them that you have always wanted to do. It could be that someone is far away and you get to finally reunite with them. Or see them again. This can also be, I'm getting something about like 3 generations here. So grandparent, child, grandchild, 3 generations of a family, potentially with women or with females, but doesn't have to be. That's a reason to celebrate. That's like a legacy being passed on, or now you feel complete, because everything you always wanted is finally here, or you can celebrate at a rite of passage or a mark of something that you have always wished for. There's definitely potentials in here for finding out that a baby is going to be born, and you're looking forward to teaching them all of the things that you know. I don't know where that came from, but I'm seeing something in here about a parent and a grown child where they truly, really love each other, but they're very different. Like the parent is kooky while the grown parent or the grown child is like super responsible and like, or vice versa. Like you're just very, very different. And so, you know, that thing, how things skip a generation. Even though your grown child may be completely different from you, even though you love each other deeply, there's a new being coming into the family where you can pass on your own personal spiritual legacy to, who is very much more like you than your own child is. I don't even want to say that. It doesn't feel right. I think you know what I'm talking about, though. Or this can also be purchasing land. A celebration on purchasing land because you want to create some kind of permanent home for everyone in the family or all of your loved ones. That's like a rock of a place that people can go to when they need it. That feels very important to you, to make sure that someday when you go, the younger generations will have stability that you left them, that they can count on. But I also get something about a relationship that either just began recently, but somehow you've been away from each other, or you haven't been able to spend quality time with each other the way that you want. But I see quality time coming in the future where you have a much needed break to laugh and play and spend time together and get deeper with it, like get to know each other deeper, get to really get to know them well through fun. This could potentially be a Scorpio or another water sign. And they feel like a very good friend as well as a partner. All right. I'm done. I'm done. Good luck to everyone. I wish you all the best. I'll see you guys soon. Hopefully my own situation we'll see what happens. Wish me luck. And I'll get back to you guys soon. Okay. Take care.